You know that quiet, the kind you only get in the dead of night? It's this heavy silence where the only thing you can really hear is the hum of the house and, if you're lucky, the soft breathing of someone you love. It's a peaceful time, a time you're supposed to feel safe. But what happens when that peace just shatters? What if the very device you trust to watch over your child, the one that's supposed to bring you comfort, what if it becomes a portal for something else entirely? Well, for a young mother named Claire, the terror, it began at a very specific moment. It was 3:14 a.m. So picture this. She's sitting up in bed, just watching that grainy, black and white screen on her nightstand. It's a sight she knows well. Their nursery is perfectly still, bathed in that weird gray glow from the night vision camera. Her daughter, Lily, is just a little peaceful shape under her blankets. Everything was exactly as it was supposed to be. And then, a sound cuts through the silence. It wasn't the usual white noise, that sort of gentle shushing you get from an open channel. No, this was different. It was a sharp hiss coming from the small speaker. Claire leans in closer, her breath probably catching in her throat, and she hears this rhythmic, kind of wet sound. Schlick, schlick, schlick. It almost sounded like a heavy paintbrush being dragged across a damp canvas. It's a sound that has absolutely no place in a child's room. Her eyes are just glued to that screen, and that is when she saw it. There was a shadow in the far corner, but hold on, this wasn't a shadow cast by the rocking chair or the dresser. It actually separated itself from the wall. It began to move. And the way it moved was just so deeply unsettling, because it didn't seem to follow the laws of physics. It didn't walk or crawl or sliver. It unfolded, kind of like a piece of paper being creased and uncreased, just expanding into the space of the room. It was impossibly thin. Its movements were just all wrong, so jerky and disjointed, like something out of a stop-motion nightmare. The best way to describe it is like a broken spider, all sharp angles and limbs where they just shouldn't be. And as it got closer to the crib, the night vision camera picked up its face, or really, the lack of one. It was just a smooth, pale, completely featureless surface, stretched tight like parchment. You can just imagine, Claire's heart must have been a drum against her ribs. She was completely, utterly frozen, watching this thing lean over her daughter's crib. And then it reached out one of its long, spindly hands, and it gently, so gently, stroked Lily's hair. The static on the monitor changed, and a voice came through, a dry, scraping whisper, like dead leaves on pavement. It knew her name. It said, "She has your eyes, Claire. I think I'll keep them." And then that smooth, featureless head turned. It moved so slowly, so deliberately until it was facing directly into the camera lens. Even without any eyes, Claire knew it was looking right at her. And that's what did it. That broke the spell. The paralysis just shattered. Fear turned into pure adrenaline. She threw the blankets off and just bolted, tearing down the hallway, her own breathing ragged in her ears, in a desperate sprint toward her daughter's room. She bursts into the nursery and slams her hand on the light switch. The room floods with a warm, yellow, normal light. But the crib? The crib was empty. Her mind raced. The window? She lunges for it, checks the latch. Locked. From the inside, nothing was out of place. The room was perfect, except Lily. Lily was gone. And from the dresser, the baby monitor crackled to life one final time. But this time, the voice that came out of the small speaker was horribly familiar. It was her own voice, twisted and mocking, and it whispered, "Don't look under the bed."